Hello everybody, it is Easter Monday afternoon, which means it's a bank holiday here in the UK. So I'm going to do coffee and a chat. We are going to go down to Hillside. It's very windy today. So I haven't yet cleaned that seat up. Russ thinks it'll be a right hard job, so we'll see. See how windy it is. I've just been doing a bit of painting already down here, just painting some pebbles to put around the garden. Sorry, sometimes I flash a bit too fast, don't I? I've just got to let them dry and then spray them. And just jazzed up these coconut cones that I give for the bird feeder, so when the birds have them. There's one on the bird feeder at the moment. When they finish with them, I'll paint them, put them on that tree right over there, just because I don't really know what else to do with them. I guess we could put them on the fire. Maybe we'll do that, save them from the fire. But they just make the garden look a little bit more cheerful. But yeah, very windy day today. So let's go in, shall we? It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. My clock that I have down here broke. The whole battery socket thing and that in it broke, so I don't have my clock down here to tell me the exact time. I can't remember what it was. Put on my slippers from Auntie Terry. Oh, keep my feet warm down here on this cold floor. And I'll show you a few things today. So here is Gabe. He hasn't moved from down here. And this is the sleep sack that I was going to change him into. It's a vintage sleep sack made in Great Britain. It says Treasure Cot, and it's got these little elephants on. And it goes all the way down, and the feet are enclosed, so it's got all buttons down. So I'm going to put him in that. Not today though. I'm going to do him and Kane. I'm going to change them both separately next week. Here, down here is Bert's cottage that I've done, but I've been rearranging. So this wasn't originally here. All of my crafting bits were originally on this drop leaf table. Oh, I didn't bring down a jar to put those bits in. So originally, all of that, my crafting stuff, was on this table. And I might move it back yet. I haven't quite decided. I don't know if I like it there. It looks too much there. So I might have to move it back. But this drop leaf table, I painted it. It's like the old mahogany colour, so I spray painted it. If you've been here a long time, you will have seen me do that. So yeah, Bert's home is a Sylvanian family's log cabin. But I've ordered a turntable, so I can put it on a little turntable and turn it around. So I'll show you that another day. These are all little weird little things. There's the cot that I bought. I haven't done anything with it yet because it's in my mind. So at the moment it's storing my paints because I've been using paints up here quite a lot. I don't know why. I just have a thing about making miniatures for no particular reason other than I just like doing it. So that's the Sylvanian family table that I've painted. And there's a bird out there. Oh, he's gone. I think I've got a bird. I think I've got some blue tits nesting in my box just outside of Hillside. So yeah, that looks a bit bunched up there to me. If let me come back here and show you. I don't know, it doesn't look like it on camera, but to me I feel too like, I don't know, I moved my pad over a bit because I was right on the edge, this side, and that side was just gaining all sorts of stuff. I mean, I could put it underneath. Could go and get my trolley down here. I've got a trolley that's upstairs, up in the bungalow, that I bought when I was at the Nook. One of those like IKEA Hobbycraft trolleys on wheels. I could bring that down here and pile that up there on it and keep it underneath there. Like, there's nothing in that basket that's underneath there. That basket has got records in it, I think. And underneath the table there is more craft stuff. Just because I have tons of it. So I do want to, I'm going to get round, Bert's is finished now, but Bert has his grandchildren come over. He's got this is his family, the Huskies. See, because Bert lives in the mountains, so this is his family, the Huskies, and they're going to come and visit him. So I'm, you know, it takes me a while because I like to think about things. So we'll see. Oh, there's a robin out there. Look, can you see Mr. Robin? I put some mealworms and some nuts on the feeder. So he's probably wants to go and get... Yeah, he is. He went onto the feeder. Can you see him? No Mr. Squirrels will be out while I'm here. And then, so they're going to come, and what they're going to do is stay in this camper. This is what Sheena got me for Christmas. This tiny camper. It's a make yourself a camper. I'm not sure where she got it from. Maybe off of eBay. Amazon, I mean, or maybe from Aldi or something like that. Anyway, this is where the Huskies are going to stay, Mum and Dad, because they don't look big enough for the kids. They're going to stay in there when they come and visit. So I've got this green stuff that I've had for a long time. This green makes like the grass effect, if you like. So I was going to put it here and then get a mountain range scene to go behind there, but as you can tell, I'm very unsure. It takes me a while to think about things. I haven't done anything else in here. I have ordered, you've seen, if you've watched the last couple of videos, you will see me somewhere. I've ordered Gabriel, which is my angel baby, an outfit, but somebody sent me one that they'd found on Amazon. I didn't even think to look on Amazon. That is a christening outfit. I didn't even think to look on Amazon. And so I've got him that instead. And so this week I'm going to change Gabe and Kane, who are my gifted reborns, by a lovely lady who made them especially for me. And because we're not too sure of the provenance of them, and the vinyl might be inferior, well, I think it is inferior to the reborns that are in the bungalow, I don't want to mix them, because I have had Ashton Drakes that I have mixed with, oh, that doesn't look straight, does it? I have had Ashton Drakes, I better not move it, that have gone black, and Ashton Drake's vinyl can react with your excuse me, your vinyl from the Reborn dolls, because it's different vinyl. And I'm just giving you a look around while I'm yipping. These are shells that I got from Ireland. I just didn't know what to do with them, so I painted them. They literally, I didn't buy them, I literally got them off of when I went to visit my daughter last year, got them off the beach. Yeah, so because of that, they stay down here. So Gabe, what I want to get Gabriel is a seat, a covered seat, and you can buy them at the doll shows. I mean, I could get them off the lady online, I think. I haven't really looked. But there's doll shows in May, 2 that I'm going to. So going to the doll and teddy fair at Gaydon. So if you're interested in dolls and teddies, anything like that, vintage toys and things like that, that's a good one to go to. That's one I just went to in Birmingham a few weeks ago, and it's at the Jaguar Museum, Jaguar Factory in Gaydon. I think it's on the 14th of May, but you can look it up on Facebook, the Doll and Teddy Fairs on Facebook or in Google. And then at the end of May, there is the Peterborough Doll Show, which I will be going to. I'm going to spend the week with Sheena up in my caravan. Russ is going to drive the caravan up on the Friday, and I'm going to stay in the caravan for a week. Russ is going to go up and see his son and then come home, or whatever he's going to do, I don't know. But yes, and then so I'm bound to find one of these chairs there, because at the moment Gabe is sat behind here, behind this unit here, in a crib. Let me show you Gabe. In a crib that Auntie Anne got me. Here he is, and I don't like him behind here because it's not fair on him being behind here. I was going to change him into this outfit, this vintage outfit with little bunnies on, but I also don't want to do that to him. He's so cute. Hi Gabe, you're so cute, aren't you? So what I want, because he has his angel wings and he was made as a memorial baby, because I have had 4 miscarriages, or boys, I want him to just have a seat, and then he's going to sit up, and his wings won't be crushed because they'll be up and able to be out as well. So that's what I want to do with that. So that is on my list to get at the doll show. So I used to use that quite a lot when I had the smaller reborns in that, particularly Harry. And when I first had Timothy, he used to go in there a lot. And I'm glad I never got rid of it. Now I'm having a grandbaby. And then I've got my Wilsonette there, which I'm probably going to sell. And I've got one pram base, Silver Cross pram base here. One Silver Cross pram base here. And this is my 1993 pushchair. And then this is my 1988 pushchair that I had for my eldest daughter, pram. I had for my eldest daughter. And I will probably take this one, well, I will take this one to Gaydon because I'll only be up there overnight, one overnight stay. But when I go to Sheena's, I shall probably just take one of my strollers. So here's all my other bits and pieces. See, I don't really, because I've got so much light in here. You have to be careful with light shining on your stuff, which is why some of my stuff is, why I have the prams and that covered up. And keep stuff in this little rack here. I kept this because I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I may, because it's got all these 6 hangers. So I was thinking maybe I could use that to hang these babies on that I got given by Karen for Christmas. These little Ashton Drake babies. And there are 6. This is a cup and a saucer stand that I used to have. And I only get it out at Christmas, so I was like, oh, I might be able to make use of that down in my hillside. These are my little paper piecing things that I make. Do you want to just have a look at those? And I'll have a sip of my coffee in a minute. They're just like little cards. Just little bits put together. And then these are postcards. So these are tiny little credit card like size. These are postcards. And I haven't done any this year. I haven't done any at all. I think that's all. Yeah. I'll just keep them in there. But I do like doing them. Gives me something else to think about. But my brain is like this. So my brain is always like, because I have multiple personality disorder, it's hard because there are so many things that my brain thinks about religiously. And when you have multiple personality disorder, I know that sometimes it's being quite glamorized, I fancy, in my opinion, on the various social media sites. And let me tell you, from someone that lives with it, it's not glamorous. It's very tiring. It's not fun. It's debilitating. It's very hard for relationships, for you to have your relationships and get your own sense of self. Yesterday, so today's Monday, yesterday, Russ and I went to his mum's for lunch. While I was there, she's got a picture of me and Russ on her wall when we got married. I'm just going to insert a clip here that I took while I was there.
Who is that lovely couple there? So part of having multiple personality disorder is that you don't recognise yourself. I don't recognise that person. That's not me. That's not me who's talking to you right now. I don't recognise her. But she looks happy. Yeah. She looks happy, smiling.
There, you're there. Where are you? Where can I look and you can see me? There, I think that's, I keep saying I need to peck something, don't I? Sorry about the state of me. If you see paint on my fingers, it's because I have been painting and I'm a right messy painter. And now I'm watching a blue tit outside. I am so lucky. Russ and I know that so many of you say how lucky we are, how lucky I am to have this view. And let me tell you now, I don't take that for granted at all. Never. I certainly don't. Neither does Russ. We say every day, look at it, it's so beautiful. You know, even in a crappy weather day, it's just so beautiful. It's just my head that stops me from living life to the full. Well, and fibromyalgia, because that's knackered my body. But that also has a lot to do with what goes on upstairs. So yeah, when I see that picture of me and Russ when we were married, I don't recognise that person at all. And if you ask me, I'll say that's not me. And I'm not joking. So to people that put it all over social media, oh yes, I've got multiple personality disorder, ooh, ooh, and they like glamorise it and trivialise it. That's, I'm lucky for them that they can do that, because I can't. It's debilitating. It's frightening. When you feel like you are dissociating, you're desperately trying to stay in the moment. That is terrifying. It brings panic attacks with it, and you feel like you're floating. It is horrendous, actually. It is horrendous. And then you have the PTSD from your childhood that you're dealing with as well. And you know, it's so hard. This is like, I have been married 3 times. This is my 3rd marriage to Russell, and we've been married for 13 years. We've been together for 18. We were together when we were at school. So when we were 15, we were together. But I couldn't tell him what was happening at home, and I just wanted to be out of the house as soon as I was 16. And so we split up a couple of times. We got back together and then we split up. And I just wanted to leave home. My home life was horrendous. So I got pregnant and got a council house, and that's what I had to do to get out of the house and get myself a place to live. And with my eldest daughter's dad, these things happen, and I understand how people feel in those sort of situations. And I still talk to him now. He's a really nice man. And then I met my second husband, and I was totally infatuated with him. Totally. He was completely the opposite to anything I'd ever known in my life. He is an Irish family, and they're huge, and it's such a massive family, and for once in my life I really felt like I belonged somewhere. And he was young and I was young still, and he is a typical Irish charmer. He wouldn't hurt a hair on my head physically, but emotionally, like, it's really hard, because I'd also never told anybody then that I was going through what I was going through in my head. It was just a horrendous time for us both, and we didn't stay together. I think we split up just after our 10th wedding anniversary, and I met Russ at school reunion. Well, I didn't go to school reunion, that's a whole nother story. But anyway, that's how I started to see Russ again, and he really does listen. It's so hard for him, so hard for the partners of people as well who have got this illness, even if it's even recognised. Because, you know, it took a long time for me to even get a diagnosis, because I never told anybody that I hear voices, and I had conversations and things like that, and there were things that I was told and I didn't know I'd done it, and because I was scared that I'd have my girls taken off of me, my 3 girls, and, you know, that they would be put into the care system. Definitely didn't want that to happen, and all I've ever wanted was to have a ideal family life, whatever that may be, but you do believe it's something. So it was hard, and it's been hard for Russell as well, but he is just the most amazing person. My children are amazing, and I'm very, very lucky. And so that's why sometimes things just seem chaotic with me. I'm much better than I was, much better, and I appreciate that they're open, and you know, and I can say out loud now what names my littles are, and that people that I know acknowledge them. Sam in particular, she's just been such a good friend. Sheena's a good friend, but Sam, it's different. It's a different type of friendship, and she has just, I don't know, I can talk about it with her. She really listens, and even though she's younger, she says to me, I'm like her second mum. It's lovely to talk to her, and now to have little Ben as my little godchild. Oh, you'll get to see him one day. You will, but, you know, we just don't want him all over the internet, and so one day I'm sure you'll get to see him when we go out together. We haven't actually been out yet, so I've been up to see them, but we haven't actually been out, so that will come. It's going to be warm soon, isn't it? So that will come. You know, Sam, we don't live close to each other either, so there we go. Nobody lives close to, none of us live close together to each other, do we? Look at you, some of you are watching me from miles away, and you still tune in, and you still watch me, and you still, like, message me, and you still send me lots of love, and my little family lots of love, and you also don't judge. We do have people in the comments that judge, and you've heard me, I particularly get comments about food, which is understandable at the moment when there's a, you know, food shortage. Even though, like, that I was on my own with my girls, that sometime there was I never had to use a food bank ever, which I mean, I grew up in a very frugal household, so I guess I've learned lots of frugal ways of living. So I never had to do that, and I always worked until, oh gosh, probably about 10 years ago now, when my health got when I had a second nervous breakdown. So I have always worked, and so I do get comments, yes, about the food. And then we did have a comment this past week, I think it was when I put up my Tidy Up Tuesday. It's not there anymore. I think she must have deleted it, because I didn't delete it. I pinned it actually so that if people could see my response really to her, because it was a very interesting comment about how I'm greedy. She said, I think it's greed. I understand you needing your dolls, which thank you for that, because I don't know if you're going to watch now. Thank you for that. But I don't understand why you need all the stuff to go with it. Oh, I've got a little tit down here. Not down here, down there. With a load of fluff in its mouth. And it's looking around and it's going to go to its bed. Its nest. Now, I don't know if they've made the nest on top of my roof in one of the gutters or on the little post box that's outside Hillside. I don't know. Oh, bless. Oh, it's amazing. So amazing to watch. There they go. So cute. Oh my God, what was I saying? I think I might have to stop the video. It's so distracting. Having multiple personalities as well is very distracting because you lose your train of thought. You travel somewhere and you don't even know where you've got there. I'm much better now, though. I'm much better now. I wasn't, but I'm much better now because I listen to them and talk to them and compromise and things like that. What was I talking about? All right, so I'm going to have to stop here because I'm going to have to listen to that bit. Okay, I listened. I'm back. I was talking about the comment this girl had left. Lady, I don't know if she's a girl or a lady, had left. And it said, like, I understand you having the dolls, but not all their stuff. To me, it's just pure greed. Oh, do you know that there is a crisis, you know, cost of living crisis? There are children with no clothes, and it's just greed, in my opinion. And, you know, that's fine. That's your opinion. And that's a really interesting comment because I know that you see all of my Reborns on here. You very rarely see the rest of my life. You only see what I upload. And like I put in my comment to her, while she's thinking about what is it she expects from me then, what is it she expects me to do, because I am lucky enough to have what do you call it, like pocket money? I don't know. What do you call it, like an allowance? I am lucky enough to have that each month because of the situation we're in, and I am 54, and so I have seen a lot of life. I have been the only breadwinner in a family. You know, I have seen a lot and been through a lot, and I don't take any of that. But to comment on my video when you don't know me, the person, is short-sighted. But you can have any opinion that you like, and that is my opinion. And I just said while she was thinking about answering me, you know, I wondered if she would think about how many times she has, when she's been grocery shopping, filled a trolley and taken it to her food bank. How many times she puts, because a lot of time in the UK, in the supermarkets, they have a trolley at the end where you can put in stuff that the food bank wants. So you could maybe, you know, even if you are on a really tight budget and you just put in a tin of potatoes, that tin of potatoes is going to a family that needs it. So even if you just did that, how many subscriptions has she got to charities, you know, things like that. Like my charity of choice is the NSPCC, and definitely my local food bank. Also, we have just down the bottom of the road from us, we have pet welfare place, you know, that takes in abandoned animals. It's called St. Giles. That's down the road from me. There are lots of things that I do. Just birds flying everywhere. There are lots of things that I do that aren't shown. And I know a lot of you say, well, so what? And you shouldn't have to show it anyway. And you know, just tell them to jog on. But I wouldn't tell anybody to jog on because I would want to explain. Because I would want to explain to help them to think about how they respond to somebody else's doing it, if that makes sense. I have a very disordered brain. So I'm not on here going, look at this, look at this, look at this. I don't have anybody else to spend my excess money on apart from what I already do. And I'm going to have a grandbaby soon, so maybe. There might have been some things already purchased. So I'm very lucky to be at this stage of my life. Russ and I are very lucky that he grew a successful business that he was able to sell that enabled us to buy this property. And we do own other properties. We don't go on exotic holiday. I think that Russ and I, the only exotic holiday we've ever had was to the Dominican Republic. And that was before we got married, I think. So that's probably 18. No, we've been together 18 years, maybe 15 years ago. Yeah, maybe 15 years ago. And then since then, we've been around. We go to Scotland in the winter. We don't stay in hotels or anything like that. It's always been in our camper, and now it will be in our caravan. When we were 50, we did a tour of Norway, Sweden, Finland, Denmark. We did a Scandinavian tour. This was something Russ had always wanted to do in his vehicle with a load of other blokes in their vehicles. You needed 2 drivers in case one became poorly or something. So I went along and we decided we would make it our 10th wedding anniversary and our 50th, his 50th gift to him. Mine was buying myself the eye candy, which I've now given to my daughter. So that was probably another extravagant holiday because we had to pay for fuel and hotel stays, even though we weren't expecting to stay in hotels and cabins and that. We were expecting to sleep out in the rough. But that was a more extravagant holiday. That's something we're never going to do again. I'm never going to do that holiday again in my life. It's too cold. No way. Too much driving. No. So we don't do that. I save money every week for Christmas. So I can do things like post out things for people and gifts and things. I buy stuff when it's reduced and I put it back in a box, and those are the things that I can use then towards sending somebody a package. I understand what it's like to not have a lot, but I also am thankful for everybody who sticks up for me. You don't have to, really. Don't pick on anybody who says anything like that in the comments. Just think about I would rather you thought about how they feel about it, because there must be some reason that they're really feeling like that. There was obviously a reason she feels that I'm really greedy, and I was like, am I greedy? This is my pocket money. This is money I have left over after everything else. No. No. This is something we are in a very fortunate position, let me just say that, okay? I even have an old car. I had an old camper van, as you all know. If you've been here a long time, you know I had my old camper van, the first one I rolled, coming home from a doll show. And so then we got another one. Got money back from the insurance, so we got another one. And then we sold that last year. We traded it in last year with our caravan that we also kept in York, which was an old beat-up caravan, back to the place in Somerset where we bought them both from. And we didn't buy my camper from then. Well, we bought our caravan that we've got now and the caravan in York. We traded the caravan in York with my camper into this place in Somerset for the caravan that we've got now. We get all that way. We kept a caravan in York because Russ's boy lives in York, and it was cheaper for us to buy a caravan, put it on a site every year, and than to pay hotel fees every other weekend that he went up there to see him. And he did that for 15 years. Yeah, until he was 18. And now he goes up probably every couple of months and stays in a hotel with him or meets him halfway or something like that. So we did that as well. And so, there's all sorts of life has been seen by us both. So we are at a stage now where we are enjoying it, and we are very thankful that we can enjoy it. And quite honestly, people in our position are ones that are helping the economy. Luckily. Anyway, so yeah, when you see comments like that, I know some of you say to me, oh, Caroline, I'm sorry, but it just had to be said. We all know that I think those things and I just want to get them said, but I also think about how the other person must be feeling at the time to write that. And I try and think about the correct way to reply rather than having a go and a dig. Yes, home truths do need to be told, but maybe I like to tell them in a different way. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, we're going to do a giveaway, aren't we? Do you like my cup? Got this cup from Charity Shop for £1 because I love robins. It is the Welsh Beaker Company, made in Wales. It's a Welsh cup. So cute. Little snowdrops on it, and I planted snowdrops this year and they came before Christmas and they came out, but my forget-me-nots have died. I really believe my forget-me-nots have died, so I want to find something, another blue flower that's low growing that I can put over there that will grow around Russ's Loch Ness Monster, because I want to kind of make it look like it's in the sea. Russ cut the grass yesterday, so it looks lovely. But anyway, let's get to the giveaway. Cheers. It is tea. I mean coffee, even though I'm saying cheers. I'm trying to make water in this shell. See? So I'm trying. It should set. It takes about 24 hours to set. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I want to put it in, make water in the shell. That shell I also got in Ireland. It was amazing, that shore. This is what I'm using. Scenorama. Just thought I'd give it a go. I want to do something in this shell. And I thought I'd kind of make it look like a beachy theme. You know, like a little village or a little town or something like that around it. Anyway, so we're going to do 2 giveaways. When I do a giveaway, I always give coffee, because we're having a coffee and a chat. And because it's Easter, you get an Easter chocolate. Okay, that came from Lidl, so, you know, last of the big spenders, me. But I got these coffee bags this time. Because I like to send you them individually wrapped. And usually I send biscuits, but because it's Easter, I'm sending chocolate. It tells you on the back how to do them. I know some of you say, I don't like coffee, but just give them to somebody that does. Okay, I usually send 1 or 2. Just give them to somebody that does. There are 10 in here. The bag is compostable. The bag that I will protect this in will be compostable. So, okie dokie. And I don't have any coasters. Sometimes I send a coaster as well, but seeing as Sheena gave us a gift, so Sheena gave me this gift, and I thought I would do this for the Easter giveaway, seeing as it's the lemons. So it's a lemon bell bow, so you could pin that onto your pram, you could pin it onto a clip on the baby, you know, like a dummy clip, and then it also has this, and I don't want to take it out, but this also clips, so you can put it on the pram, on your crib. So we're going to do that one. So for this bar of chocolate and a coffee, I'll send 2 coffee doofers. The question is, name one of Sheena's babies. I need to write it down, don't I? Because I always forget. Where's my notepad here? Name one of Sheena's babies in the comments below. So that's for the yellow bells. Okay, so that's for that one. And you can enter for both. But sometimes I just feel like if people don't know this one, then it might make them go back and look at the video again, you know. you know, so I know that people just come on and you go for giveaways. I know people do that, you know. But anyway, you have to write it in the comments, okay? And then I have to be able to have a safe place to contact you. So I will wrap it. It'll get wrapped in that. So that's Sheena's gift. So you leave your answer in the comments. Yellow bells, name one of Sheena's babies. All right, so that's for that one. And what's the date today? I'm just going to stop you so I can check the date. Okay, we're back. There. Okay, so I'm filming this on April the 10th. I'm not sure if it'll upload tonight because this is quite a long video, so it might upload overnight and then be up tomorrow. But it will end on April the 15th at midnight British summertime. So I will post this worldwide as long as my post office allows me to. There are some places like Afghanistan or somewhere like that they don't allow it to be posted to, but I'm happy for it to be worldwide. You have to be able to give me a safe place that is you're happy with me posting it to, and we do it by draw. So if you've not seen me do a giveaway before, we spin the wheel, and so if it ends on April the 15th at midnight, well, 11:59, then I usually try and draw it the next day in another Coffee and a Chat, and we do the giveaway then. I hope that makes sense. So that's that one. That's Sheena's one, all right? So they're all gonna end at the same time. I know it's so confusing, Annette. This is just me. I'm bloody sorry. I'm a pain in the ass, and I know it. The fact that you're still here and listening to me, thank you. I appreciate you so much for putting up with me. I tell you, I'm a bit like Dopey of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Right, so this is my giveaway. Okay, so if you watched my video a couple of days ago, or a couple of the video I did a few days ago, I showed you this outfit that I bought, and I was going to put it on Gabe. I was going to put it on Gabriel. Okay, well, somebody then sent me a message and said, have you seen these on Amazon? Because I wanted to get a more of a satiny, rompery thing, because he's an angel baby. So I just wanted, but this is what I saw and this is what I bought. And it was on Amazon, and I was like, oh, blimey. So I went onto Amazon and I bought it. And so that'll be coming this week for him. And so thank you for sending me a message. And so I bought that for him. And so I'll change him in Kane sometime this week, and you'll see that. So what I thought I'd do is I'd give this one away. It's size 3 to 6 months. So if you want to be in a chance to win this one, tell me the name of my angel baby. Write in the comments the name of my angel baby that was going to have that. And then I'm also going to add in this dummy clip. If you don't have a boy, you still want to enter, please enter. And if you've won and you can't use it, give it away to somebody. I'd much rather it went to somebody, you know, a charity or something like that, than you not enter. I mean, you can enter. It must be somebody you probably could give it to. And you will also get your bar of chocolate and your 2 coffee bags. And this is also, I put this in this, I'll put it in this biodegradable bag, but I will wrap it first. But I do like to also put it in a bag in case the packaging that I send it in gets wet or anything. So it's usually wrapped in a bag like this with a little card. So yes, so what was that? Oh yeah, name of my angel baby. So that is going to be a video coming up this week, me changing. So that'd be great. I'm chuffed with that. I'm glad that I've got that sorted. And then I'll just wait to get a chair for him. They're kind of like buckets. So some of you who are watching this will have been to the doll shows. Do you know what ones I mean? I can't remember what was her name. She sells all of those, the bells and that as well that Sheena gave us. Because Sheena won. Is it Calico Creations? Anyway, she sells for those. She makes dummy clips and all that sort of stuff. She has lovely stuff and clothing that I've bought from her as well before. So it's like a bucket and it sits up. And so what I want him to be able to do is I want to sit him somewhere. I know there's not a lot of room at the moment. But I want to do something with Cindy. I want to move Cindy. I want to move my Cindy stuff there, and I can't get rid of that. My sister-in-law gave me her Cindy stuff, so it's genuine 1970s Cindy stuff. So I want to make a home for that, but it needs to be in a box, and I have not just found the right box yet. I will find one. When I come across one, I come across one. But, you know. So they'll probably be on that unit there. He'll probably be sat on that unit there. That's where I'd like him, this end of the unit. And that's Patty. That's my mother-in-law's doll. She's 100-year-old. And she does have her own playlist because Russ and I did her up last year and showed her to my mother-in-law, gave it to me. But me and Russ did her up and fixed her inside and repainted her. She's got a new wig, new outfit. And we did all of that for her. Showed my mother-in-law on Christmas Day. So we did that. And then one of you absolute beauties gave me Tiny Tears. And now Tiny Tears needs her own little high chair, doesn't she? I tell you. Is there no room in here? There's no room in here. I love it. It's okay. We'll make room. We'll make room. I mean, that unit could come over this way a little bit more. It could come over this way a little bit more, and I could put a small unit in between. It's just because I just make stuff and I just love it, and it's just weird and wonderful, Caroline. Oh my days, guys. Anyway, so what have you been up to? I see that some of you have been working on your nursery. I know that a lot of people like my Tidy Up Tuesdays. So we do have a video coming of that. So the bunk beds are finished. I don't know if I've already told you that. Mattresses have arrived. And so I need to sort that out. I know a couple of you have been like, I want to see the bunk beds. And I'm like, I know, but I need to get some energy. Took up a lot of energy. The last few weeks have taken a lot of energy, and I think I said in my video when I went up to Gina's that I'm finding it takes me longer to recover. These are lovely little vintage outfits. Look at that. I'm thinking of when I take I'll be taking James with me to Gaydon in my 1988 pram, and I think I'll probably put him on this. This looked lovely on Sarah, actually. I had it on Sarah once. Because my daughter, who was born in 1988, my eldest one, her nursery was this, because I think in Mothercare it was all about clowns, and we bought her the nursery set from there. Now, clowns terrify people, don't they? What did we do? I've survived. Our poor kids have survived. Oh my days. So yes, so I know you're waiting for other things, but please bear with me because I get tired. I get tired these days. Much more quicker, and it seems to last for longer. And I do try and do a lot. When I'm feeling okay, I try and do a lot, and that doesn't help me either. But when you're told in 2000 that you're going to be in a wheelchair by the time you're 50, and I'm not, I'm 54, you just want to do as much as you can, because you might end up in that wheelchair. I mean, you know, and I don't want to do that. So I do have to make sure I rest. So next weekend, when the giveaway finishes, we will do another coffee and a chat, and then the turntable will have come for Bert, and I can sort that out a bit more and show you a bit more of Bert. You know, hopefully his family will have arrived by then. If you don't know who Bert is a little teddy bear that I bought at a doll show last November. So if you want to see where I bought him, that was at the Doll and Teddy Fair. He had to come home with me. I wanted one of the other cuter ones, but Bert said no, he had to come home with me. And there he is, sat over there. He's been waiting ages for his mountain hideaway to be complete. Aren't you, Bert? But I have to think about things and like let them develop. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do with that crib yet, but I knew I had to have it. But, you know, the days are getting brighter, the days are getting longer. So, yeah, hopefully we'll be setting our stuff up. Anyway, there we go. Thanks very much for watching, guys. You know I appreciate you, and I really appreciate this community. And this community has only ever been good to me. So I'm very fortunate in that respect, and it is, I enjoy it. So let's see, maybe when you come back next week I will have moved all of that back over to there, and I'll have Bert over here, or I'll have Bert somewhere else. Who knows with me, hey? I don't know. I hope you've enjoyed the chat. This morning I was like, I really want to do a coffee and chat, but I don't know if I've got enough energy. And once I start going on a coffee and chat, I can't believe I'm shut up, can I? Jeez. And Mo, if you've got me on your big screen, I don't want to be on your big screen. Just watch me on a little screen, because then my eyebrows don't look so weird. Anyway, guys, I'm going to try and get this up tonight. Probably won't happen because it's such a long video. It'll probably take all overnight to upload. And so if not, it'll be up tomorrow at 9:15. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. So don't forget, there are 2 questions that you've got to answer if you want to be involved in both of the giveaways. And the giveaway ends April the 15th at 11:59 p.m. British Summer Time. So if you're not in that time zone, you want to make sure you get your comments in. Check out your own time zone, because you can just Google that. All right, thanks very much for watching. Bye, and we'll see you in the next video.